And checking the weather again. No fluff factor, Joe?
No, not yet. The colder air is just starting to move into New England, so we're going to see our temperatures hovering near freezing and falling a little bit during the overnight. It is going to be a heavier wet snow likely, and that'll help to keep accumulations on the lower side. But still, you have a little bit of elevation or you get into one of these bands of snow setting up, we are going to see the snow piling up through the evening. Yes, hard to get used to it, but after all, it is December, and I guess it's about time we get going here. And you know what? We have a lot of storms lined up here looking in the foreseeable future. We are definitely moving into a colder, more active pattern. So, yes, the snow is flying. In northern New England, we're seeing a light to moderate snow, even in portions of southern New England, and temperatures are cooling now. And we are going to see the snow rain line collapsing towards the coastline through the rest of the evening. Already, we're starting to change over in Bedford and also into Beverly, where we've changed over to snow. So that's going to be working its way towards Logan Airport. Southeastern Massachusetts, you're going to hold on to a warmer northeasterly wind off the water a little bit longer, but we're starting to see those winds shifting back over to the north, and that's dragging in the colder air, and we are seeing the snow starting to pile up a little bit on some of the grassy surfaces, the sidewalks. The roads are still retaining a lot of warmth here, so the roads are mostly going to remain on the wet side, but as the snow continues to fall, eventually, we are going to be seeing this plowable snow, so we are going to see these conditions starting to deteriorate as we move through the evening, especially later tonight. So the travel right now just fine across much of northern New England as we are seeing this light to moderate snowfall. But you know what? It is going to start to go downhill here as these temperatures continue to fall, eventually back into the 20s overnight tonight. We'll see our temperatures dipping down to near 30 degrees at Concord and hovering right near freezing at Boston as we're seeing that evaporational cooling taking place and kind of saturating the atmosphere. We're seeing that rainfall just changing over to snow, and we're just going to continue to, as a storm center, deep in south of New England, just drag down the colder air. That's all going to collapse towards the coastline. So this storm is going to get a little stronger south of us. We're going to see these winds starting to pick up along the south coast later this evening. We could see winds gusting up to 40 to even 50 miles an hour over the Cape and the islands. And with this very heavy wet snow, it's going to start to kind of accumulate some of the trees. You can see these trees start to be brought down, maybe even a few power lines being brought down along with the storm center. Now tomorrow morning, we're going to see this quickly starting to wind down by dawn, but still we're snowing through down east Maine. You'll see some of the heavier spots. Behind it, a brisk northwesterly wind. We'll see our temperatures mostly in the 30s and lower 40s for high temperatures tomorrow, but we are going to see a lot of sunshine, and it should be pretty nice with our fresh new snowfall. First snowfall of the season is always the best, don't you think? Unless, of course, we get a nice nor'easter. All right, well, in terms of our snowfall here, we're dealing with about 3 inches here from Hartford and also into Springfield. You get into some of the higher elevations through the Worcester Hills, it's about 6 inches. Give or take an inch or two here. We could see some locally heavier amounts. Now the North Shore, Boston, about 4 inches of snowfall is going to start to pile up here, especially with the changeover. And I think we're going to get into some banding here through the North Shore. And then the South Shore, you're around a 2 to 4 inch snowfall here right at the coastline. And then you get into northern New England through southern New Hampshire. You're going to be seeing some heavier amounts back through the Monadnock region and also into southern New Hampshire. It's about 4 inches. Some areas can get up to 5 inches as we're going to see this band really kind of giving a heavy snowfall here right through Portland, Maine, all the way up through Wiscasset and Bath to Bar Harbor. Down East Maine, Eastport could be the jackpot out of this. And you can see how these amounts start to drop off. So not a great snowfall for the ski areas here through northern New England, but looking ahead to the midweek, I think we have a better chance of mountain snowfalls occurring here probably by Wednesday. In terms of our temperatures tomorrow, we're going to see our temperatures quite a bit cooler. We've been accustomed to the mild air as of late, so we're dressing warmer. We're preparing for winter conditions here. And if you can avoid any traveling out there this evening, I would do so, as it is going to start to go downhill in a hurry, especially once you get towards around 11, 12 o'clock this evening. High temperatures on the 30s and lower 40s tomorrow. Here's your 5-day forecast. A better Sunday, even into Monday, mostly dry, but the clouds are going to be increasing. You'll have to look out for maybe even a few snow showers Monday night. Tuesday's dry but cool, and then we have a whole mix of precipitation heading our way here for Wednesday. Eventual change over to rain, but good for the mountains on Wednesday.
All right, so the snow we're having good for snowballs.
I think so. Just pick them up.
Throw them at Dad.
What else are you supposed to do, all right?
Thanks, Joe.